Loyalty over royalty, I know the vibes. Whoop it, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. I'm about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back to your in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them out. I still got stuffed in the. Spin back with a. They say I'm moving ruthless. I get the breeze, then it's adios. If I'm with you.
It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. This is the first game in the Warriors road trip.
I would expect for both sides to come out fast and full of emotion. Just the nature of this rivalry.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Pass to Tatum. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Thompson outside. Right side, Tatum. Shot from the wing. And too long on the shot.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
For three, Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got 5 points so far.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Smart. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Marcus Smart's game, right? Just because you make contact with him doesn't mean he's not going to finish.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Outside Tatum. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Thompson. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Tatum draws the double. Back to Thompson. Looney down low. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. To the inside. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 7 points in the game. Outside, Smart. Tatum on the wing. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down. He averages nearly 28 points a game.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Down low. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Could be a tall task. Trying to prevent, Greg, those shooters from getting hot.
It's going to take attention to detail on the defensive end. Contest everything.
What we're seeing now is defenders who now understand I can contest the shooting hand and still stay out of the shooter's landing area, which we know now is a foul.
Warriors trail by 4. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Edwards. And he slams it down right on top of Hassan Whiteside.
Oh, a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Warriors trail by 6. Payton outside. Left side, Tatum. That shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Now here's Tatum. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Poole on the wing. Pass to Tatum. 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP. in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
Deflects the pass. Tatum draws the double. Payton right side. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Towns throws it down.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Tatum no good.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Smart deciding where to go with it. With 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Timberwolves.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Timberwolves leading by 12. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks. And it's in there.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Outside, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. That shot off. The Warriors go the other way. Thompson for the triple. Green. Back to Thompson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, Thompson keeps his composure through the contact. If you're going to foul him, it better be done right because you don't want to give him this and one.
And the Warriors making a change here. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And stolen by Prince. Rule with the steal. Jacks up a three. Drills the three-pointer. Poole's got himself on the board with 3 there. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You also got to love how their defense has been contesting so far, denying shooters to this point.
It seemed like 2022 was all about showing up naysayers for Kyle Kuzma.
It did seem, Greg, like he came into his own a little bit, found his identity as a player. I think those challenges he got from the fans only made him better, really fired up the Kuz.
Now Conley, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep. Reed misses. Warriors trail by 7. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for Minnesota. It's Fournier on the wing. And it's sent back by White.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
And Kuminga gets it to go.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Conley. Here's Reed. Lock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Fournier gets a wide open look. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, Evan Fournier is so calm and cool and collected under duress of the shot clock. Nice job to deliver.
The shot's good. Here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Fournier. Prince outside. Back to Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Now Conley. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Poole, trailing by 5. There's the triple. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. It's really a tough break for the D.
Outside Edwards. Driving in. And finished off by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
In the corner. Tatum with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a three-point play.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
And the free throw, no good. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Conley with a wide-open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Tatum deciding where to go with it. From past the arc. No good that time. Timberwolves leading by 6. It's Prince on the wing. Here's Edwards. Draymond Green pulls it in.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum.
Warriors substitution, Jonathan Kuminga.
43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Edwards drives in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Prince wide open. Sinks the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Outside Edwards.
Listen, we know Klay Thompson prides himself on being an exceptional defender. And guess what? He has the length and athleticism to do just that.
26.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Back to Edwards. Over Thompson. Timberwolves keep it alive. Warriors trail by 9. Now, here's Poole. To the middle. Stolen by McDaniels. Right side, Edwards. Pass to Reed. And that one is hammered home.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Oh, here's Edwards. Here's McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Time now for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Draymond Green's doing. David.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. This is not how they wanted to begin the season, and it'll be interesting to see how much this hurts them. Evan?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And here's Tatum for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Inside. Stolen by McDaniels. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to.